Before I start my video, guys, tell me which character are you planning to claim or have claimed from the Gauntlet Roadmap crates? Do leave your comments down below. Now on to the video. Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. And in this video, well, this video I guess is going to be kind of late, but I was under the assumption that most people knew that this was the case. There is a current event going on called the Gauntlet Event, but seemingly some people don't realize you can actually farm this event and complete it completely free to play as long as you've got a reasonable amount of cans and a decently powerful roster to be able to farm the roadmaps. As you can see in the museum, we are in the My Collections part of the museum, which is the completed part. I've done 6 out of 6 and 1 out of 1 for Javelin 1, 2 and 3. Fully completed. That means I needed to get 40 of these Javelin heads from the farming. I did get up to 6 in drops a couple of times, and I got 1s and 2s quite consistently while live streaming and managing to complete it that way. So of course, to get the energy to run the Javelin head roadmap, you have to do the caramel apples roadmap. You complete it once, you get drops on every single stage, but you do the last stage over and over again and you get extra drops. This is 100% of the time, so you can use your scavenge tokens. I'm just going to use one now just to show you. I think these drop up to 40 a time, but you can get down into the single digits. It does cost 32 caramel apples to run the last stage of the Javelin roadmap, and that's how much you need, obviously, to do one run. So here is that Javelin head roadmap as well. When we go into this, once you've completed it all, you can go to that last stage, 32 energy. I might have said 34 energy before, but we just have enough to do that run after getting 7 more candy apples. I have run this with a couple of teams, this being one of them. I have used the shield. I'll show you a couple of the teams on your screen in a minute, but we're going to run through it right now. It is the same team every time you face it. However, the positions of the top and bottom rows can switch. I think that's pretty much the only thing that can happen. Now, one thing to mention in these difficult roadmaps is that control is extra powerful because they cannot resist. So as long as you've got controllers, you're going to be okay. We've got Princess in here who's going to bring some control. We have got Doc Stevens. It is worth mentioning this is a fully decked Doc Stevens. 5-star weapon, 50% HP, 30% defense, all modded out. He is about to get destroyed when he does his taunt because they've got so much attack and they are strong characters as well that he's going to get one-shot pretty much. This is the risk. Now, when it comes to the secondary character, this is where you can either bring in an ally to give drop bonuses if you want to use your own ally that has attack bonuses, or you can bring in an ally to just bring buffs or whatever. You could potentially take a Mercer, for instance. We're going to take Steve's Mercer, and it's going to give us a stun for the first turn. Bit of control, like I said before, pretty powerful. So we're going to go in. Everybody gets stunned. And now, as you can see, these characters, problematic. Lots of strong characters. And Doc Stevens is in for a lot of trouble right now. But what we're going to do is we are just going to do Dr. Stevens active. And we're going to actually stop him from being able to get rushed, which is kind of cool, because he's not going to get any attacks. So while they are taunted, the stun overrides taunt, where they just won't do any basic attacks. And we get to attack again. I'm going to command him. See if we can get out Beta. Hopefully 2 characters go. We should be good. There we go. So they might not get a turn in this situation. Mercer seems to be doing the job pretty well. I would not use Mercer as a lead yourself, because the AP will be a bit slow. You're better off using an AP leader and a drop leader. Don't use 2 non-AP on attack leaders. And I did it without them attacking. That was pretty much the best, but I was autoing it on stream. I did fail every now and again because there's a bit of RNG in there. Obviously, follow up on Brutus. It can be terrible. Now, let's see if we get any spearheads. It's not going to be useful for me because I've got everything I need. There we go. We get a Javelin head even, not spearheads. We do get a Javelin head drop. And that's what we need. These drop between 1 and 6. If you get 6, you get enough to just do 1 full hand in of the top end crate. If you get 1, you just have to obviously get some more to be able to get that top end crate, or just hand it in for one of the lower ones. So these here are some of the other teams that I did farm this with. I think I used Frost Shield on some teams. I did use Kenny as well in terms of the revive Kenny. I did use Pre-Elite and then use the drop leader as the support character. So I did do a couple of different ways of doing things. I think having one drop lead is a good way to do things. I found the drop chance did significantly feel better when I used the drop lead. It did seem to actually have an impact, so I would definitely recommend that. And once you've got all the javelin heads you need, you'll have a lot of crates. You need 40 javelin heads total, and you'll get a bunch of these crates. I have managed to claim Pete in one region because I have not been focusing him at all. Finally get my hands on him. And in the other region, I got enough cards to get Clementine, but I just have to level her up now. I'm going to save the rest of my cards just to see where I'm at in the future. We'll have to wait and see. But I have been asked how I tier these characters in terms of prioritizing them if you are getting your hands on these crates. I would say the best character in here to get if you haven't got her already is Priya, without a doubt. Second best character is definitely Arav, because he's like the best SR character up until like Nightmare Legendary, and that comes around very rarely. He will help you farm real quick through SR, and he's just a fun character. He's good in raids as well, good on attack teams, good on defense teams, useful in a lot of scenarios. Arav's a great character. Clementine, I'd say, is the third best, especially if you haven't got either Nova. Really important to have a melee leader. Works great with Arav as well if you have got him. Then I'd probably say it would be like a mixture of Pete and Davey next. Pete is mainly just because if you need that range leader on defense teams, he's useful. He can be kind of good on attack teams as well, just to have, you know, that emergency revive if you so need it. And then last, but by no means least, it has to be Eugene all the way at the bottom. He is probably the worst character in here. One of the worst S-class characters altogether, in my opinion. But I wouldn't just claim Eugene because he's the only character you need from this crate. You never know what they're going to add in the future that could require you to have more cards of a certain character. They have done it in the past where they've had it where you could hand in Pete cards to get a choice crate back. They might do that in the future again for other characters. I wouldn't just pick up Eugene for the sake of it, is what I'm saying. So yeah, this is me claiming Pete. I think over a year after he came out, I did not focus him at all. I was much more down for doing offense teams and attack teams before doing my defense team in this region. I don't think he'd even make it into my defense team, really. I personally find Pete leads quite easy to deal with, even if they're fully buffed up with the great weapon and mods and stuff like that. I'm mainly going to use him as a support character on attack teams if I've got like a bleed or infection team going forward. However, you might be going for a different character in this crate. Do let me know in the comments down below. Which character are you looking to get from these crates? Did you not realize you could farm it? I did message a couple of people just to show them that I did get 6 javelins dropped, some friends on Discord, and they were like, wait, you can farm this? So I was like, wait, damn, maybe a lot of people don't know. And on my live stream, more people seemingly were surprised that you could actually farm it. So I thought I'd bring this to your attention in a proper video. Good luck in farming. Hopefully it doesn't take you too many cans, but it definitely is well worth using the resources to get it. It's 7,700 total cards, I believe. Very well worth it. But that is the end of my video, guys. Like I said before, please leave your comments down below. Thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.